Welcome back to the channel. Today we are trying out all the stuff we just picked up last week from Hamilton Bait and Tackle and the course to Facebook Marketplace. So let's see how I did.
No, it's just a little tube. Oh,
you get one?
Super. It was like tink, tink. It's still wet, bud. It's still wet, by the way.
There's Billy.
I'm about to say, how did they not eat?
You see him come up like that though?
That was
Oh, he come off.
I like my small bass.
Oh wait, are these?
Last deck, no. Or whatever they call them, TPE.
Got one?
Yeah.
Big one?
Feels good. He's he's pulling, so probably a pound and a half.
Big one. Oh, you actually have one.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a good one. Yeah. It's not a bad one. And Aaron's just right in my way.
You might keep next year.
You probably keep this year.
That's not a keep.
I don't really see him yet.
Billy, that's
Yeah,
13 inches.
Yeah, okay, keep next.
Get him?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you use?
Crankbait. Hook his belly, grab his belly. I'll bow flip him. You mean bow flip him?
Yeah. Can you?
I can grab the line.
Here, I can walk.
Hell yeah.
No kidding.
I'm a little bass player. Bass crankbait. Does I see my phone? Oh, he's like 13 and a half. He's not even 14. Oh my god.
He's 14.
He's 14.
Here.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, wait for it. Yeah, now you hit it clear. Now hit the middle button. Yeah.
Nice. 1-5.
Thanks, little bud. Little one. You know, BFS is known for giants. No, absolutely not. Yeah, there's a Dixie Marine tournament on the river, and then Jeff's tournament. And then apparently there's a... Huh?
Everybody's fishing Dixie Marine.
Well, yeah. Do you ever hear of the guy named the Boss or the Bose or something? He used to fish Bishop all the time, and he used to fish the west side. Bigger guy, Chris something, but it's like he's known by like the Boose or the Boss. No. Okay.
Chris something?
Yeah. Anyway, well, he bought one of my rods, and he was telling me about it. He's like, yeah, I'm supposed to be fixing that Dixie Marine tournament. And he said they're supposed to have 80 boats this weekend for a Tanner's Creek tournament. But he said back in the day when some other dude used to run it, he said, dude, you would have minimum 120 boats on the river.
Dixie Marine doesn't run it?
This is going to be the last year, apparently. And then they're not, the guy who runs it right now through Dixie is not going to run it next year.
What is that on that?
I got a fish in a tree.
That is not a bad.
Is that a crappie? It's a giant crappie. Wow. Do you see this tank? This absolute tank of a crappie. Aaron, I'm crappie fishing. I told you, Aaron, we're going crappie fishing. What are you doing, bud?
They're piling up there.
So dumb. How big is this crappie, Aaron?
11.
Big crappie. 11 and a quarter. Big crop. So I found that. I found that. Is that what it is? Oh, found one. I got a fish. Or I got bit. I don't think he's still on, but yeah, he's still on. A little white. That's white bass. Yep. I mean, I would more classify as a finger hook fish, but bunch of watts. Well, we are.
If I wanted to.
I'm just hitting wood or hitting the rocks. When I get a hard thump, I just do a check swing like that.
No?
Yeah.
Little
Little smallmouth.
Hey, on that rod too.
Yep. We achieved all our goals. Yeah, just bouncing off the rocks on the bottom. Yeah, one. On the mojo. Yeah, it literally felt like I hit a big rock. It was just like you hit a rock. Got one?
Oh, you come on.
Good one or little one? Oh, what?
Gosh, that's a crappie, dude.
Monster.
That's what they are.
Monster.
He ate that swim bait. He ate 3-inch swim bait.
Well, yeah. I think you'll eat a 5-inch swim bait. Do you see that mouth? Oh, that's a good rod there.
That's what they are.
Huh.
Dude, that's sick. It's all like here.
Yeah. I refound it.
Oh. I don't think that's a small.
I'm gonna go with a white. Because losing his mind.
What the hell?
We're on spot lock.
What is this? Big old smallie.
You gonna get down?
Oh, that's not a big one.
Well, your drag says otherwise.
Bamford, dog.
Huh?
Bamford.
Oh no! Got it. That was a good one.
Okay. Well, swim bait, dude.
l.omeara.
That was fun.
Huh.
Popped it right. I felt the rocks and then I reeled up a little so I wasn't on the rocks.
Yeah, Billy's gone.
Break off.
Yeah.
You keep, right?
Yeah, I'll understand this first one.
Mine's bigger, dog. Promise.
Promise you.
He's almost 50.
Oh, yeah. Little long boy. Oh, at least we caught 2 keepers here. Are they the same weights?
Yeah, basically.
Bait.
That water's really clear, dude.
Finally got him. Jesus. A walleye!
No?
Yeah, I got a walleye! You see him?
I'm gonna throw these swim baits around. I thought we would have got more walleye.
We finally got one. Yeah!
That's a good one.
It's 15. Here, little bud.
Oh, dude. That's perfect to keep.
Mm-hmm. Too bad. Not keeping day.
You're not keeping it?
No, I don't have time to clean them today.
Bruh.
Look at the davers.
Freeze it. Oh, that's sick. Let me feel it before you throw it back. They got that scales. Oh,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Oh, tafers. Look at all his teeth.
Nice. Good job.
Hell yeah!
We're gonna hold on that rod.
On the mojo! It's, oh yeah. Duh, it's the only way you catch walleyes on St. Croix. Duh, Wisconsin company.
So you saw, had old Aaron on the boat. He's been doing pretty decently, pretty good actually. Strawing lately, he's figuring out that thing. So he was trying to show me what he does, and got one, but I don't know, something about my boat. I think my boat's just not known. It's not gonna be a strawing boat at this point. Just can't figure it out. But anyway, then we got off that. Got on a crankbait bite, and then come on the little swim baits. Went to a spot that was mainly known for like walleye fishing. There's a flat, I call it a community spot. I've never fished it because every time I drive up there, there's always boats there. And we rode up there that day and there was no one there. So we kind of lost, look at the mapping on our my fish finder, and we found like a hump, it looks like, and it kind of goes from like 10 foot to like 6 or 5. So we kind of fished around that, found a lot of grass, and we found a little drop where wood is, which is where I kept throwing my crankbaits, which I lost it, and Aaron caught the crappie off of. But anyway, overall, pretty fun day. It was pretty standard. If you see me fish that lake a bunch of times, it's pretty much just go on the bank line, fish. I know those two spots look really familiar at this point. They've been pretty consistent as late, but let's get into the combos. So what caught me the biggest bass of the day, I try to remember if Aaron's at the end was bigger. I can't remember. If it was like an ounce or I had hit by an ounce, I can't remember. But anyway, but once again, Cash and Icon BFS. I still can't believe it took me all these years to get BFS. Very, very fun. You saw, do run into a couple of decent ones. You know, it was a 1 pound 6 ounces. So, I mean, it's not a giant, but that could be the difference of getting the last fish in on tournament day or just having fun. I mean, at the end of the day, half the time we're in the water is just to have fun. So throw in BFS. I mean, it's a casting rod. I mean, it's a light power. You're just casting around like normal. It's just so fun. You swing into them. Rambling. So this is the Cashin Icon BFS 7-foot light. This is a bought wrist originally for poppers and the Karashi. Popper's been pretty decent, but still figuring out this Karashi thing. But for those new Griffins I just bought, this is the shallow water, the SR, and the matte shad. This thing is absolutely crazy good. I've been throwing that Googan Squad version, the little mini Recon. That thing works really well too, but you have to tune it like every 10 minutes. I have not had to tune this thing yet. And I've used this thing 2 trips now. And I probably have 100 casts in this thing at this point, or 50 casts, something like that. A lot of casts. It still runs great. It's kind of loud, which is kind of was not expecting that. I was expecting to be more of a silent crankbait, which not a big deal. Fish love it, but body's kind of cool. I mean, it's a wider body, so it really just bow, bow, bow. Really aggressive, but it has been great. You'll see in a couple videos, I caught a catfish on it. So really test out the hooks on it. I think it was about a 5 pound, 4 pound catfish. He was bulldogging me. Same size catfish you guys have seen me catch on the shoaling baits, I caught on this thing. And it's crazy the difference of me being able to fight him with that and fight him with this. It's insanely different. But overall, this thing has been absolutely fantastic. Crotto BFS. I've been thinking about getting an l.omeara. I've been thinking about it, but I just don't know, man. It's hard for me to spend that extra money. I think I used l.omeara and still like 300 bucks. These are so nice. They're so good. Shimano Crottos are just the best family in all bass fishing. The SLX to me are still part of the Crotto family because the framing's pretty close. I always call it the little brother of the Crotto, but that family, Crottos and SLXs, are just so good for the money. Anyway, 10 pound braid. This is Suffix 832. I'm thinking about getting some different braid. Just haven't got any yet. And then this is that new Sunline Sniper fluoro I showed you guys off. Really good. It worked that day. I had to retie after I catch that catfish. You'll see in the future video. But the fluoro leader is actually really, really nice so far. Really, really strong. There's a couple times I got into something and I was like, probably gotta retie. And I'm checking it. Checking again, I'm like, there's no cuts. So honestly, very strong, which makes sense. It's a leader material. Once again, I've added all this stuff to make it castable. They can just make a really strong line because, I mean, this I'm trying to guess, I probably have 7 feet. No, probably about 10 foot on there of leader. So anyway, great combo. Love those little Griffins. I can't wait to throw the MR, but probably get some more. Expensive, but they work. They work so well. Next, you guys saw that new St. Croix Mojo bass rod, and it once again did really well. The sweeper spinnerbait thing, I think is kind of false. It's a crankbait rod. It's literally it's a crankbait rod. I mean, you kind of assume mod fast on the St. Croix, but it's really more of a crankbait rod. It loads so deep, but I've always been kind of down for that. I always liked rods that load real deep. I've always gained more confidence. I'm gonna get them in the boat, even bigger bass, because then I know I can just turn my drag down. The rod's gonna always stay loaded, so when they come up and shake, it's a lot more rod from an unload. See all this? If your rod loads up, you got all of this right here. It's so much more rod for them to unload. If your rod bends here, one head shake, your line goes limp, and then they can throw it. With this rod loading, you know, decent amount. I don't want to bend too much and break it, but that's a lot more rod just on my hand to keep it loaded. But overall, if you are thinking about getting a Mojo bass, I don't know. The Trigon's cool. After this is now 2 trips of this. This is from the first day the video you're watching. I dig them a lot, but I will say so far I haven't had the nut issue, which has become a St. Croix issue, and I think I got lucky. I got one of the few. But probably my only complaint is this: there's no blink touching here. It drives me crazy. I know it doesn't. It's not the biggest game changer, not touching your finger, but I'm so used to every rod I think I've ever owned. Look at all my rods on the deck right now, and then down there. Yeah, I don't own a rod. It must be a St. Croix thing. Guys, looked at my Victory. My Victory doesn't have it. So anyway, rambling. But overall, really nice. I threw a chatterbait on over the weekend on it. Did really well, of course. But I paired it up with an old gin. This is technically the 2019 Shimano Bantams. When they came over from Japan, it's got first gen MGL. I'm trying to think if it's got MGL2 on it. It should have MGL2. I don't think it should be 1. I don't know the timetable when they came out, but it's got MGL 1 or 2 in it. This is upgraded bearings from High Speed Spool Bearings, which is the cast control, spool tension, and there's a bearing on the spool, which what Lew's used to do at all their reels, but now they don't because it's, of course, they gotta be cheap now. But the Shimano, this is when they start doing, they put a bearing on the spool. So that's why we thought Lewis was super cool, is that they put a bearing. Anyway, so it's got 3 bearings of the XCRs. This thing slings them. The Bantams are already good reels. The bearings do help with casting distance. My always big takeaway from the bearings, which they don't talk about because it doesn't sell, people care about casting distance, is the effort to cast. These bearings make it so easy to cast. You can just do that motion and you're lure 100 yards. Like, I'm joking, I'm kind of joking around, but it's just the effort. I love them more for skipping and flipping. I'm gonna probably get some for a couple of rods. I'm using more for like shallow water stuff, which most of my rods are, but overall, great bearings, great reel. Yeah, and this has a 14-pound Bass Pro XPS fluoro. Once again, cheap fluoro. I mean, if you guys are looking to stay on a budget and you want actual good quality fluoro, that's it. Once again, I think they're still selling them, but they're like, it was like a 400-yard spool. I think the 14 was like 26 bucks. So a lot of line for next to nothing. I still prefer Sniper. I'm gonna get Sniper next year because Hamilton's now carrying 600-yard spools. I've been carrying all year, but they brought them in after I bought all my XPS lines, so I was like, oh. But next year, I'm going back to Sniper with them being able to carry the 600-yard spools, which they are like 60, I think 62 to 68 bucks. It's still expensive. I understand it's $100 for every 100 yards, but it's the best fluoro on the market. But on a budget, XPS is amazing. Oh, the bait. Rambling. The bait I threw on that was originally this 3.5 whale. This is what I call it, that first smallmouth on. And I had it paired to a 5/16 hybrid head. You don't hear about these anymore on freeloaders, but I'm telling you, if you want a really good, in my opinion, a really good crossover from if you just want to have one head for strolling and for it, the hybrid head would be a really good choice. I have not strolled with these yet. This has always been my swim bait head. Back in the day, it was the 3/16 head with a 3-inch and the 3.5 Largo shad. But this 5/16, it's just a heavier head, a little bit longer hook, I think. I think it goes from a 3/0 to a 4/0. But it fits on the back of that 3.5 whale real well. I did notice the 3-inch whale does not like to be threaded onto screw lock. It like almost like pulls the nose. The 3.5s and the 4.0s will screw on. They're still that softer material, not compared to the 4.5s and the 6s, but they will screw on and they hold on really, really well. But forget about that. And then at the end, when I caught the walleye, it was on those Blue Rock little mini swim jig heads. Those are awesome as well. Little smaller 2/0 hook. I was throwing Pro Shad harness system on 3-inch. So this is Pro Shad. This is a big 4.0, but that's Pro Shad. More C, a little more gold. The walleye ate a 3-inch version of it. That's a 3-inch whale. So 3-inch. Ooh, 3.5. I think the whale's still the best swim in the market. It's my favorite still. So much confident. But that little Blue Rock head, that Blue Rock, I think called the Mini Mac. It's a good little head. Really good little head. Now, get to the last rod. And the last rod is the one I had to kind of film on the water. But this is, excuse me, the Diawa Elite 7.6 search bait rod. So this is actually the 23 model. The 25 say small search baits, but this 23 model says just straight search bait. And this is a 7'6" medium heavy regular, which is like a moderate fast, and the Diawa world. 7'6" medium heavy, 1/4 to 1 3/8, and it's 10 to 25 pound fluoroliter. You guys saw I have a loaded Dangerous Slim on this. I've thrown a 1-ounce Shadtron on it, and I've thrown the 5-inch point blank, the harness swim bait kit. My brain's fried. Mag Draft, there we go, big marine move. I haven't caught any fish on a big swim bait, but it will launch them. It loads that rod tip loads really nice for being a regular. I mean, it's regular, so it bends. Yeah, Once a load, all the way down in here. But it's just a nice soft tip. Nice soft tip, but definitely regular. And I paired it up with a Daiwa SV. This is the new version. This one came out last year with SV boost. Oh, such a good braking system. Probably the best braking system in the world. MagForce. And then they paired it with the SV boost, which part of the braking system is on the spool. It's on the back side in here. I'm taking the whole reel apart. It's in here. A little cone up and down, which Blue's copycatted with the their braking system now. Paramag, the better version, is pretty much Daiwa braking system, but it is the best braking system. Now they're still a little small. Daiwa when you put bigger knobs, but I got paired up 14-pound Bass Pro XPS line. But the crankbait that day was this PD7. It's a flat side. I like the 7s a lot. I prefer the 4s. 4s are my favorite. They work so good. I've done well in tournaments. I didn't throw them enough this year, and that's probably what really affected me in the spring, is not sticking to the PD. But last year, you guys saw a couple tournaments, PD was the deal. I mean, one tournament I only caught fish on the PD for it. Anyway, this PD7, I lost the one I was throwing, but this is what the color was. This is PD10. This is Clearwater Shad. Really nice natural color. Lost it at the final spot in the tree that Aaron caught the crappie out of, but I think overall that Daiwa rod, I think I could throw swim baits on it. I'm gonna probably keep throwing like mag drafts on it, but top hooks, man, I just don't have enough confidence in these bigger swim baits. I need to build confidence. I just need to go out and throw them only, but it's gonna be a crankbait rod, and it's with having that cash-in rod. That cash-in rod does really good at that PD4. It does really well throwing PD7s. So I think this rod's gonna be more like a PD10, a C6, a C10, a 3XD, DD10, DD12. I mean, more of a longer. It's also 7'6". I mean, I won't get that crankbait way out there a little better than the little 7-footer. So, and then also liplesses. It's gonna be a great lipless rod. And I'll keep playing around with it. But I think overall, if you just want a do-all movement bait rod and that longer frame, that rod is so good. It's very sensitive because it's not a glass rod. It's still a really graphite rod. It still has a soft tip, but it's not a pool noodle of a rod like the Cash-In pool noodle rod. That thing just, it's still really stiff for about 3 guides up. So you still get a lot of rigidity back. You still get a lot of sensitivity back in that rod. So chatterbaits, swim jigs, swim baits. Because Cody Myers, when I made this rod, yeah. And I was watching videos, and he was throwing literally like that whale with a, whoever, I forget who he's sponsored by, but he's pretty much throwing top hook, smaller swim baits on it, just bombing them, wham, bombing them, wham. He threw a jackhammer on it on that video I watched, and he threw spinner baits. So the do-all rod, but I think it's gonna be a good crankbait rod. It's a really, really good crankbait rod for that little bit longer, deeper diving. So I think that's it. But overall, absolutely great day. Pretty fun. It's always a good time to get Aaron out, and we just bullshit the entire time. But we're able to catch some fish while we're doing this. So if you'd like to support the businesses that support me, all their contact information in my subscription. But until then, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.